At the edge of a beautiful but small town, St. Laurel's High School stood mightily, with blue walls, flowers of all kinds, evergreen field, nice classrooms, and hostel and everything you can find in a prominent school. St. Laurel's High School was the only prestigious school in the town of Amaleke. It was named after Laura Joseph, an American Catholic missionary who came to the town and made it known to everyone that female children are productive. The school offered scholarships and raised prominent female children with prominent careers all across the world. The school also raised God-fearing female children, teaching them not to sin in all aspects of life. This alone caused parents from far and near to enroll their girl child in the school, believing they were in safe hands. However, during the school's 13th academic year, 4 girls were enrolled into the school: Hannah, Precious, Amanda, and Jemima. Hannah came from a wealthy home. Her parents were both lawyers in one of the biggest law firms in the country. Precious' parents were business tycoons. They owned a big supermarket in town. Amanda's parents were of middle class. Her mom owned a makeover studio in town, and her father owned a boutique. Jemima was just a normal girl from a normal background. Her father died when she was 4. Her mother took care of her since then, with the little profits she makes from selling fruits. Jemima, unlike the other girls, was enrolled into the school on scholarship, and her mother begged her to take the opportunity serious. The 4 girls were given the same hostel, number 101, so that made them roommates. The other girls became friends, but Jemima found it hard to fit in because of her family status. While the other girls bragged about their parents' achievements, Jemima had nothing to offer. Sometimes they made fun of her food. She had no expensive snacks, no sardines, no Bonvita and all the goodies. But on their 4th academic section, they all passed into a senior class, but Jemima's mother got sick, so she had to leave for 2 weeks. When she returned, all the girls ran to hug her. She was shocked at first, but the girls told her that the few weeks without her was boring, and they realized how much they've missed her. They apologized to her for the way they treated her and promised to be there for her like sisters. Jemima accepted their apologies, and the 4 girls lived happily in the hostel without making fun of Jemima. However, in their 5th academic year, something changed. Precious started selling some of her snacks to the other students secretly. Her love for money grew rapidly. She spent more time on her laptop. The roommates noticed the changes in her. They questioned her about it, but her reply shocked them. I have been chatting on social media with girls from other schools. From what they tell me and what I see them do, see, life in this hostel is so boring. The rules are so strict. We are in a kind of prison, and the pocket money our parents gives us is not even enough. If you see these girls, they are gorgeous. They post on TikTok every day, and they have millions of followers. Girl, they are making money. They own the latest wigs, designer bags, shoes. Gosh, the girls are so purr. And who gives them money to fund their lifestyle? Is it not their parents? Hannah asked, with concern on her face. That is what I'm driving at, Precious replied, eager to tell them everything. There is this party they go at night. They return every morning by 3 with real cash. You talk as if you know them. My mother warned me about people like that. Those kind of parties can be so dangerous, and sneaking out is very wrong. What if you get caught? What will you tell your parents? Jemima said softly. We are just having fun. Now is the best time to make money. This meeting is dismissed, please, Jemima said, climbing up to her bed. Yes, Madam Evangelist, I'm just giving you people updates, Precious said as all the 4 girls retired to bed. That night, some of the girls couldn't put the thought of what Precious had said out of their head, while some slept peacefully without considering it. It's been a week and all the girls went on with their school and hostel activities, but they also had a secret meeting at the school garden without Jemima. Hannah and Amanda agreed to what Precious had said. They agreed to sneak out that night. Late that night, when everyone including Jemima was asleep, the 3 girls sneaked out of the hostel. They climbed over the fence and took a shortcut to town, where other teenage girls, dressed in fancy clothes, stood with expensive cars. Their hearts raced with excitement as they approached them. On reaching the car, one girl with long wig and makeup came out, giving them a hug individually. Hi, I'm Evelyn, and these are my friends. It's so nice to finally meet you and your friends. You told me you are 4 girls. Where is the 4th person? We are running late. She's not in support of this, Precious replied. Oh, I see. Don't worry, she'll come around, Evelyn said with a smile on her face. The girls entered the car and Evelyn drove off speedily. They stopped by a mansion, introduced them to few people that joined them to the club. Evelyn also gave them nice clothes, bags and shoes to complement their look. When everything was set, they drove to the club. At the entrance, they found a bouncer. Evelyn handed a card over to him. After proper examination, the bouncer ordered them in. The music was loud. Lights were so bright and colorful. Evelyn took them further into a section that was less crowded. This is the VVIP section, she announced. Have a seat. Later that night, Evelyn introduced them to some boys that sat at the corner exhaling smokes. After some drinking and dancing, Evelyn dropped them off by 3:30 a.m. She handed each of them bundles of cash. They all thanked her and hurriedly sneaked back into the hostel. They continued like this for weeks, moving with Evelyn from one club to another, sleeping with old and young men to get money. They even went into selling and taking illegal drugs. Jemima noticed the 3 girls were missing one night. She went straight to the table and turned on the laptop that belonged to Precious. She saw everything that has been going on, their pictures and videos at the club. She was so heartbroken. The next day, after school, she confronted them and threatened to report them to the school authorities if they don't stop their actions. You can go ahead and do it, Amanda said boldly, and we won't fail to delete all the evidence and tell them you are one of us. And think about your future and your poor mother wherever she is. It's either you join us win or we go down together. With these words, they left her weeping in the school toilet. 2 days later, Jemima joined them to the club. She was introduced to an Italian guy named Mario. That night, Mario drugged Jemima and slept with her on the club couch in front of everyone. The girls took her to the hostel and made everyone believe she was sick. The hostel doctor came to administer some medications to her. When asked about what happened, Jemima lied. She vowed to keep everything that happened a secret because of her mother. She never followed the girls to the club for few weeks. She told them she needed more time to heal. On the 4th week, her fever grew worse. She started having nausea and fatigue. Hannah gave her a pregnancy test tube and the results came out positive. Jemima was pregnant. She cried and blamed the girls for what happened. That night, the girls didn't go clubbing. Precious gave some pills Evelyn had given to Jemima. Take this. Evelyn's father is a doctor, so she got this from his office. It's going to be a bit painful, but you'll be alright. Jemima took the drugs. That night, she couldn't sleep because of the steady pain in her abdomen. The next morning, she couldn't control the pain anymore. She shouted and tossed herself around. The girls had no other option than to call the school doctor. When the doctor came, she realized the situation was so worse. She called for an ambulance to take Jemima to the hospital. At the hospital, they found out she was pregnant and had tried aborting it. She was treated and discharged immediately. Few days later, she was expelled from the school. Her mother was invited to the school to witness her daughter's situation. Jemima's mother was so sad. After she left the school with her daughter, she died 3 days later due to an high blood pressure. Precious and Amanda were arrested for possessing illegal substances. Hannah and Evelyn were found dead on the roadside, and Jemima was left to take care of her pregnancy alone. Laura's high school was shut down by the government. Moral lessons: don't join the multitude in doing the wrong. Peer pressure can lead to mistakes. Don't fall into it. Don't let it get to you. Lastly, be contented with what you have. Thank you for listening to this wonderful story. Please, if this is the first time you are coming across our channel, do well to subscribe and turn on the notification buttons, and also do well to like, share and comment on this video. See you next time. Mwah.